Hello and welcome to the I Do Wedding Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Nina Adio, a social media marketing expert specific to the wedding industry. On this show, I discuss tips to help you DIY your social media, as well as getting the confidence and income to outsource it. Thank you for allowing this episode to come through on your Bluetooth, your car radio, wherever it may be you're listening from today. Now, let's take your wedding business to the next level. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the I Do Wedding Marketing Podcast. This is kicking off week 2 of, I guess, our 30 days of content. I'll be posting daily episodes up until September 14th. So if you're listening to this live, thank you for being here. You've missed some exciting stuff if you weren't here the past few days. We've been talking about promoting events, the secret Instagram features you're not using. We've done some Q&As. I had Pauline Murphy on to talk about branding, which reminds me, I've got a message, Pauline, because she's going to be coming back on the podcast. So let's add that to the to-do list. But today, what I really wanted to talk about are Instagram Reels. Or you could, there are TikToks, Instagram Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts. There are Reels on Facebook as well. But really, what I'm talking about is short, vertical content. Okay, you see how everyone is pushing video is the future. Video is everything. Video, and I love creating reels for my personal profile. I'm okay with having my face, on camera and in these reels, but for the brands I represent, I'm not the face of the brand. So I have had to put myself in a situation where I am creating reels that don't involve anybody's face or at least, not somebody dancing on camera cueing different prompts and all these things. So I'm going to get into some techniques of how you can make reels without having to dance on camera or show your face. Pretty exciting, right? I do want to remind you that the I Do Wedding Marketing Podcast is brought to you by Your Real Wedding Photos Club. Your Real Wedding Photos Club is brought to you by Carissa Cruzy Weddings, and it is a photo and video membership for wedding pros, where subscribers will receive 100 real, royalty free wedding photos plus 10 videos monthly to their inbox to use for content and social media, starting at as low as $37. So, if you'd like to hear more about that, you can go into the show notes or you can go to idoweddingmarketing.com/sponsors. One of the old faithful types of reels that I have been making for my clients are montage reels. And montage reels are when a song is playing, it can be a trending audio, and you're just kind of getting slammed with different video clips. And what I like about this is it allows me to repurpose video clips to use different videos that I've gotten from different places. I can use a combination of real videos that I've taken from the client's, if it's a venue, from there for the client's office or of their work, combined with stock videos that I get online, maybe from Your Real Weddings Photo Club, and I can make it into a really compelling montage. So if you go to my profile and look at some reels, or if you just start scrolling through your reels, you'll see some examples of these. And some of them even have a template option. When you're looking at a reel through the reels feed, some will say use this template, and I'll click that and I'll see how many clips this template requires, and I will pull video clips. What I do is I keep them all in a separate folder on my phone. I just title it wedding photos, and then when I need to create a reel, I will pull from that. Now, some of the video clips I have were not taken vertically. So what I'll do is I'll go into Canva and I'll put the video in there and then save it to my phone from there. And like I said, this is a combination of footage that I took, footage that I purchased. Okay, so that, for example, could be from Your Real Wedding Photos Club or another stock service, and free to use stock photos. For example, that could be from Canva. could be from Unsplash, and so forth. So I'll take different clips each month when I do my batch reel creations and put them in Canva to resize them to be Instagram reel size, and I will save them to my phone. And then I will make a series of montages that use the video clips from the actual site or venue, as well as some of those stock videos if I need to bulk it up. And that has been a lot of fun. It's been great to showcase the properties or the work of the vendors that way. And it's just is very visually appealing. Plus, we're getting to use those trending audios. So that is something I really like to do with Reels. In addition, for doing this with video clips, I will do it for still images. For example, we had Krista Graham Events on the show. Whenever Krista has a new wedding gallery come in, what I'll do is I'll take a series of photos that are vertical that I think will translate really nicely to a reel. I'll pair them up with a trending or relevant audio that I think represents the couple. Sometimes, okay, I have sometimes not done a trending audio, but one time she had this couple who loved Broadway. So I had to do I Love to Cry at Weddings, some sweet charity. I could not resist that. But and I will use photos from the gallery she got saying congratulations. Let's say it's Michael and John, and I will make a note in the reel that all of the professionals are tagged in the post, and I will tag them all as well. So this gets a lot of great traction from the couple, from the couple's guests, and from all the vendors who are in it, because we credited them and we tagged them, and we made sure that throughout the reel it was referenced that they are tagged and credited for their work. The next type of reel that I like to do that does not require anybody to be on camera are creating meme reels. And I've spoken about them on the podcast before. I think I suggested calling them meals, meme reels. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke. You can check back on episode 28. That was under my quick tips to boost your social media engagement, because these memes can really sometimes take right off. So, what I'll do is I'll go to Canva and I will look into, it's called Giphy. That's where all those GIFs or GIFs live in Canva. They're through Giphy. And I will do a post that will say, me when the dessert truck arrives at the wedding. And it will be Cinderella and Prince Charming like racing out of the palace. That was one I did. And it did well. But I used a locally branded dessert truck name. So it was, me when Mr. Softy comes at the end of the reception. And then you see Cinderella like dashing off. So I just make a bunch of those in one shot. So I'll look up gifts that relate to weddings, that relate to popular shows. I'll just search different things and plug in those gifts accordingly. And then I'll save a bunch of them. I'll save them as a video. So it will be at least probably about 5 seconds long is what I do. Put them into my phone. That's where I'll download them from Canva. And then I'll create them as a bunch of drafts at once in my Reels folder. By the way, Reels, they say Instagram is launching in the platform itself, which is huge, an option to be able to schedule reels. I don't know if this is for real coming or what, because to me it sounds too good to be true. They haven't allowed us to, schedule anything else natively in the platform other than through Meta Business Suite. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be staying tuned for that to see if it happens. Now, similarly to the meme reels, is any text post you create or an advertisement you made, anything you've created on Canva, you can resize to be real size and add a bit of a graphic to it. So if you're doing tweet posts, if you're doing, a bridal showcase promotion, if you're doing a review or maybe an FAQ post, you can make those into reels. And that is so easy to do. You just resize it on Canva, or if you don't have the paid version of Canva, make a new one and copy everything into the properly sized you can tell I don't do a script for this, into the proper template. So you would do an Instagram Reels template, or I'll just do an Instagram Stories template, same thing, and plug everything in there. And the trick when you're doing these is you want to pair them with a good audio. You don't want to do no audio at all. You want to do a nice, popular, trending audio to help boost that reach for the reels, especially because you're not pulling people in with any dancing or face transitions or any of those really trendy things when you have somebody on the screen. So you have to utilize the audio a bit more in these. Maybe some of these reel suggestions are still a little advanced for you. Maybe creating reels is still something that you are struggling with. I would recommend downloading an app that's really going to help template these out for you. So I use an app called Mojo, Mojo, just like Austin Powers is Mojo, baby. And Mojo will give you templates for Instagram posts, Instagram stories, and Instagram reels, and you can plug in your own photos, or it will link up to Unsplash and sites where you can use free stock images. Similarly, Canva does also have Reels templates. So start with those templates to kind of plug in and play to get comfortable with Reels. But the only way to really get comfortable doing Reels is to get started. I know that's what no one wants to hear, but you have to do it to get comfortable with it. And I recommend publishing them even if you're not ready yet. But if you're not able to publish it yet, practice anyway and just don't publish it then. Keep it in your drafts. Think it over, send it to me. I'll give you the push to publish it, but just keep trying and keep practicing. It's kind of like when I was in my young teens learning how to do makeup. There was no YouTube then, guys. That's how old I am. So I would watch SoapNet, and I would watch how these 80s soap opera ladies did their makeup, which is what I liked. I would go into the bathroom, put it on, love it, but then I would take it all off because I was too shy to have anybody else see it yet. But then one day I was like, I really like this. I'm going to leave it. And no one said anything. No one made fun of me for having eyeliner. And then eventually I became, I mean, in my community, I think I'm a little well known for my makeup, but I got comfortable and I did it. And you can do the same things with reels. It's going to be scary in the beginning, but you're going to kind of get hooked on the feedback you get from those reels and your reach and your traction, and it's going to be great.